everybody, I'm so glad you could join me for another video. My name is Mel and thank you so much for stopping by. So today's video is, I'm excited because there's two different things going on here. I'm doing almost like a first impression video, but this is a first impression video using more luxury high-end products. So, and again, I'm calling it, it is a drugstore because I have bought all these in the drugstore, but again, it's going to be all higher end products. So if you're curious to see what products I'm using, then let's get into the video. So I am so excited for this video for a couple of reasons. One is I received a gift from one of my besties on YouTube here, Jess from her channel, Hey Jess, and she sent me the Dominique Cosmetics Latte 2 eyeshadow palette. And just to give you a little bit of history, I started watching YouTube, I don't know, about 5-6 years ago, and there's two girls in particular, and I do call them girls because they're probably old enough, I could be their mother, you know, they're old enough that they could be my daughters. And one of them is Kelly Strack. I love watching her. She's just a younger girl. But the other lady that I love watching, her name is Kristen Dominique. And for whatever reason that I love how she presents herself in front of the camera. And it just became one of my favorite YouTubers to watch. So there was one day that Jess, she was doing swatching on her Insta store, like on Instagram. She was swatching a whole bunch of the eyeshadows. And I just messaged her and I said, oh my goodness, like that, she is my favorite YouTuber, absolutely love her. And Jess was kind enough that she sent me this palette. I was blown away by her generosity. I'm going to start getting emotional because you just don't expect somebody to do that. So Jess, thank you so much. You know that I love you. And I would love everybody just to go to her channel and subscribe to her because she is just such a genuine person and I love her to death. And I can't thank you enough. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for this palette. So we're going to make good use of this, and I'm sure you're going to see it lots on my channel. And the second thing that I'm so excited about is this is actually my first video that I'm going to be able to do where I'm using like luxury brand, like high-end products, because I actually started going through my stash and I'm going, you know what? I think I could do a luxury brand makeup video. I had to just grab a couple of things at the store this morning. I went and grabbed a couple of things that I just didn't have. But for the most part, there's a couple of new products that I bought a couple of weeks ago. And one of them, it actually made me kind of giggle in the store because I know it's like a little girl, but you'll have to wait to see that one because I hope you're as happy to see it as I am because I thought it was just the coolest thing. There's just two products that I did not have, so I just went ahead and used my regular stuff. So I've already done, I already did my eyebrows off camera. So I just used my Maybelline The Brow Ultra Slim. That is my favorite pencil right now. I absolutely am in love with it. And then the only other thing that I don't have is a powder, like a finishing powder. I didn't really see anything that I wanted from any of the lines that I was looking at this morning. So we're just going to go ahead with my Maybelline Fit Me powder, my favorite. So we'll do that. And I still consider this a drugstore video because all of these products, with the exception of the eyeshadow palette, I got in the drugstore that I shop at. But these are going to be higher end products. So what I think I'll do is I'm going to do my face first. And I apologize in advance. This might be a little bit of a longer video. You know what? I don't know why my videos sometimes get a bit long, but I just like talking to you guys. I feel like you're my friend there and I'm talking and I'm chit-chatting. So yeah, I know. Sometimes they can be a bit long, but I hope you stick around for it. And because I don't know how the eyeshadow palette, if there's going to be fallout, but I'm going to cross my fingers and hope that there isn't a lot of fallout. And we're going to jump in and do my face first, which I like to tend to do anyhow. Okay, so one of the first things that I'm going to start off with is primer. And this is one of the products that I did have to pick up. This is the Lise Watier Illuminating Base Illuminating Primer. It's a luminous fresh cream gel. Looks like that. So when I was in the store and I did kind of a swatch on my hand, I couldn't believe how it really made like the swatch on my hand really luminous. So hopefully it's going to do the same thing to my face. And I think I'm just going to put like that much. It's a really creamy texture. And I'm going to just get my hair out of my face. Yeah, that's really nice. It feels like a lotion. And I'm just going to make sure I put a little bit extra just kind of around my mouth where my fine lines are, my smile lines. Oh, but yeah, that's really pretty. Wow. That really gives off a nice little glow. So we'll see how that works with the foundation that I'm going to be using. So I usually just let the primer sit onto my face for a couple minutes before I start going in with the foundation. So that is a beautiful primer. It has left my skin so soft. And I was reading a little bit on the box and it said you can actually mix it in with your moisturizer. If you just wanted to give yourself like more of a radiant glow for the day, you can mix it in with moisturizer. So I thought that was a good idea. I may give that a try in the summertime. So we're going to go in with foundation next, and today I'm going to be using the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. That's this one here, and this I have in the shade Alabaster. Now I did have a viewer reach out to me and say that she uses this shade. She was wondering if I've tried any other like kind of shades, and I hadn't at the time. But she said like in the summertime, she likes to use the color, I think it was Buttermilk, and that shade just is a little bit better when you maybe have a little bit more color on your face. I like this foundation. I like the applicator. It's almost like a concealer, like a concealer wand. I like this one also because you can use it, like if you don't have a lot of dark pigmentation under your eyes, where I do, so I do need additional concealer. But if you don't have a lot of dark under eye circles, you can certainly use this as a concealer and to put that under your eyes. I unfortunately can't, but I know that there's some people that just, you don't have that dark pigmentation under your eyes. And I like this foundation. It sits really nicely on my skin. And I find that it doesn't settle too badly into my fine lines. I do get, some, and I get some a little bit here where I have the creases between my eyebrows. But coverage-wise, it is a really nice foundation. Next, I'm going to go in with a little bit of color correcting under my eyes. So I'm just going to go in with my Lise Watier color correcting pen in the shade Peach. And this one is so good for just getting rid of that darkness I have. And then I just blend it in with my finger. And it doesn't take away, like I'm not going to say it takes away all of the purple under my eye, but it takes a good portion of it away, so it gives that illusion that it's not as dark. And then to help that color corrector, I'm going in with my Lancome Effacernes, I believe is how you pronounce it, waterproof, long-lasting under-eye concealer. And this one, it's not sometimes I like concealers that have the wand and you can just kind of put it underneath, but this one doesn't have that. It's just like a little squeezy tube. So I take a dot basically on my fingers. So I just take about that much and I blend them on both my ring fingers, pat it in under my eye. But this one has such good coverage. It isn't drying under my under eye area. It doesn't get all cakey. Okay, so now that I'm finished with the concealer, it's such a very, very nice concealer. It's very smooth under your eyes. And I find it just doesn't get into my fine lines as much as some of the other concealers do, like right underneath my eyes. So that's a great concealer. So here comes, so all I've done is put the concealer on, and I just did a little bit of powder on my T-zone area where I'd like to have that set. So next I'm going to go in with, this is the masterpiece of the whole video, the Dominique Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. And it comes in such a beautiful, like, oh my goodness, like just the feel of this is spectacular. And it just comes in a little box like that. And it's just so beautiful. Oh my goodness. And then when you open it up, isn't that gorgeous? And then you get a full-size mirror. And the mirror actually says, every day is a fresh start. I just love that. But look at those colors. My goodness, they are beautiful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swatch them. I don't have a lot of space in here to kind of do arm swatches. So I'm just going to swatch them on the back of my hand. And that way, at least you can get a good look at it. So I think what I'll do is I'll swatch the top one here first, and then I'll swatch the bottom one. And it does smell like coffee. That is so awesome. That is just awesome. So I'm just going to, wow, these are so pigmented. Look at, like, that's just on my fingers and it's not coming off. I have like a Kleenex here trying to get these smokes, trying to get it off. So this very top one here is Cafecito. The next one here is Coffee Beans. The one that you can't really show up very much, it's called Cafe con Leche. Cafe con Leche, I think, yeah. So that's that one. Then I have Frothy, which is a little bit more of like a highlighter type of one. And the yellow one is called Blonde Roast. Okay, so these shades here, this top one is called Drizzle. Then the next one is called Iced Coffee. And then Frappe is this one here in the middle. Now those are the three shimmer shades, so those are really, really pretty. And then I have Strawberry Milk, which is the pink one. And I have Matcha, which is this green one down here. So yeah, those are just beautiful shades. I'm not sure what I want to go in with yet. I first want to see if this Cafe Con Leche, I'm wondering if it's dark enough that I can use it as a transition shade to first put on my eyes. So I did pick up a couple of brushes this morning too, just because I wanted to. I don't have like really any like high-end brushes. I just, I always use like the same one. So, but what I did pick up was an e.l.f. Fluffy Eye Blender brush. So I just really liked the head on it. It was really cute. So really nice and fluffy. And it has some firmness to it, which I'm glad, because sometimes they can be too fluffy and they really aren't doing anything when you're putting the eyeshadow on. So this one felt like it was going to be good. And then I picked up a NYX. This is like kind of like a little pencil brush. I've been trying to find one, so we'll see how well that does. I wanted to use this one to just kind of put some color on the very corner of my eye. But let's go in with this e.l.f. brush. I'm going to start first with that Cafe Con Leche. I think that's how it's pronounced. I don't know. Just going to take, again, I'm assuming that these are really pigmented because how they left the back of my hand is that stuff is not coming off. So I really like how big the pans are. Like, that's awesome. And I think this pink one right here, you could almost use it as like a blush. And this one here seems really nice and like highlighty type. So you could probably use that as like a highlighter. I may try that under my brow bone. So let's go in with this first. So they are blending really nicely. I love the smell. That's awesome that it smells like coffee. Yeah, I've watched her for so long. I love her videos. I love her personality. She's she's a huge YouTuber. Like, I think she's like got 4 million subscribers. But yeah, I just really enjoy. There's just some people that you really enjoy watching, and she's one of them. So next, because I want to try and do a bit of a different look. Let's go in with that red shade there, that pinky red. That's called Strawberry Milk. And again, I'm just going to take, because I don't know how pigmented it's going to be. So I'm just taking like a little bit on the brush, tapping it off. And we're just going to work that kind of into the crease area here. Oh yeah, that's really pigmented. Holy smokes, okay. Wow, I'm glad I only put a little bit onto the brush. It's blending really beautifully. And I love the size of the mirror. Like, you can see your whole face in it. That is fantastic. I don't know how of a bold look I want to do today. We may just keep it more on the simple side, and then, but yeah, I'll definitely be using this eyeshadow palette in future videos. Yeah, that's really pretty. I'm trying not to take it too far down, so I'm just going to take a little bit more. And you guys always know, like, I'll always have everything, all the products that I use in the video, I always have them just listed in the description box below, just in case you wanted to know. But I'm really liking this. This would have been actually a nice pink shade for my Valentine's video. This would have been actually quite a nice shade to do that. Yeah, so I think that blended in really nicely, and it's a really pretty pink color. I think I'm going to go in with this Iced Coffee. That one has a little bit of the shimmer in it. There's those other two dark matte shades, but I think what I'll do is see how this one, again, that's the fun of playing with makeup. I'll see how well this one, how brown that is, and then I will go in maybe with one of the other darker shades, and I want to work it into this outer V part of my eye. Can't believe how well they blend. So beautiful. And then also in the box that Jess sent me, she sent me a bunch of other little things in the box that I can use some of them in another video, but it was just so generous of her. I'm just blown away by how kind she is. I'm just going to take that brush and blend it in a little bit more. So I think I will take this one right here. This is a Cafecito, and it's a nice soft brown, but it looks dark. It's not as dark as that other one, but again, I'll just take a little bit. And what I am totally being blown away by right now is I am barely getting like any fallout. Like, there is nothing on my face. I don't know if you can kind of see that, but there is no fallout happening. That's so impressive for an eyeshadow palette. Okay, so that's way more pigmented. I like how precise this brush is. It's really getting into right where I want it to be, right in the corner there. And I'm just trying to pack it in on the outer V. And I'm just going to take that brush again and just try and blend everything, make sure there's no lines. And I'm just doing that in a circular motion, just trying to soften everything up. I'll be daring in another video, and I'm going to try that green. So far, I am loving how this look is turning out. It's so, like the colors, I've never worked with colors like this before. Like they are so pigmented, it's amazing. I'm going to go in, I want to put some shimmer on my top lid because you know I love shimmer. But I think I'm going to go in with this one called Drizzle. It's kind of a goldy color. And I'm just going to use this as a e.l.f., like just a flat eyeshadow brush. And I'll see if that doesn't work. Sometimes brushes, unless you spray them with like a spray, I'm just going to see if this will work. If not, I'll use my fingers. Oh my goodness. Wow. That's amazing. Oh, that is so beautiful. Oh my goodness. Wow. So I just went ahead and kind of put the eyeshadow all over the lid. I was trying to do kind of like the first portion of the lid, but I ended up just putting it all over the lid. But I think it still looks okay. I want to do a bit of highlighting just under my brow bone, and I'm going to go in with that white shade there, Frothy. And I'm just going to use that, again, that same brush. I've wiped it off. Okay, so I thought it was going to be a little bit more whiter. So I'll go in probably with just my other highlighter that I have. I'll do that at the end because I haven't done any highlighting or bronzing yet. And then I'm just taking a clean, this is my NYX blending brush. And I'm just going to make sure everything is nicely blended. And the surprising thing is, even with all of that glitter eyeshadow, or not glitter, but shimmer eyeshadow, there isn't any fallout. Like, that's amazing. That is so amazing. I do want to wear some false eyelashes today just to give this more of a glam look. But first I want to definitely put on some eyeliner. So this is just my Lancome Artliner. And I have this in the shade Chocolate. That's just this one here. So this one you always have to make sure that you shake it up before you use it. The only thing that I don't like about this one is it's not waterproof. I usually prefer to wear a waterproof eyeliner. But I really like the wand on it. It's really easy to use. And this one also is really nice and liquidy. I'm not going to bother with a wing today. Because when I wear false eyelashes, unless I'm doing like a really elaborate wing, you don't really see them anyhow. Okay, so now that the eyeliner's on, I'm going to go in with my Lancome Hypnose Drama Mascara. This is an awesome mascara. And I really like it to use it when I'm wearing lashes. And I'm not going to bother curling my lashes today. Yeah, this mascara just seems to get all those little lashes that are sometimes in the corner. But like, look at the difference between the two eyes. It's such a great mascara. And the wand is really actually quite unique. It has a bit of a bend to it. I just went and quickly popped on some lashes. I'm just using those Ardell, the Extension FX. I showed them a couple videos ago. They just go on so easy. Some lashes I just find that I fight with them, but these ones are just so easy and love them. They're just a great lash. So I want to do just a little bit of making this more of a glam, bolder look. So I'm going to go into my waterline with my Lise Watier Intense Waterproof Eyeliner, and this is Blackest Black. And I just want to pop it into my lower waterline here. I like this one because it's waterproof, and that's just going to give me a really intense dark look today. Now, one product that I didn't have that I did go out and purchase this morning, I didn't have any high-end like bronzers and blushes. I have a highlighter kit. So I just went and grabbed the Lise Watier. And no, this isn't being sponsored by Lise Watier. I've gone and I've purchased all of this myself. So I just love the products. They're an awesome Canadian brand, and I just can't get enough of them. I thought this was such a pretty package because you have the nice bronzer. There is a highlighter in the middle, but I'm not going to use that one today. And then there's a nice blush because I do like more of like a peachier blush myself. I do like pinks and stuff, but I do think peach tones just flatter any kind of skin tone. So I'll first go in with the bronzer. It looks so pretty. I don't even want to disturb it. It looks so nice. And I don't know how pigmented this is, so I'm just going to take some on my brush. And I don't even know what kind of brown this is. But when I swatched it in the store, it seemed like a nice, it's not like a muddy brown. And I take it up on my forehead. I'm not going to contour today. I am so impressed with that eyeshadow palette. It's so pretty. I love how the pink and the gold have come together. It's just so beautiful. And I always make sure to run the bronzer down my neck. Yeah, so that bronzer was actually quite nice. It's not too overpowering. It's like a subtle bronzer. So yeah, I think I really like that one. Next I'm going to go in with this blush. And we'll see what kind of shade this ends up being. It looks pretty in the packaging. Oh wow, that's okay. That's pigmented. It goes on really nicely. And I always take it right back into my hairline. I just kind of put it on the apples of my cheeks. And I should have shown you the box. This is actually called Havana Trio Glow. Pretty much all Lise Watier's packaging is kind of this silver. And it's so beautiful. Now this one I've had, and I've shown you on my channel before. I love this one. This is the Havana Trio Highlighter. That's what that looks like. So this is a nice, like a gold color. There's a more of a cream color in the middle and then a rosy tone. Well, I don't have my other brush with me. I'm not the biggest fan of like using fan brushes for highlighters, but that's all I got right now. Good. I want to try and match more of that strawberry color on my eyes. I'm going to use that rose colored highlighter. Yeah, this one is just very nice and subtle. It's not a blinding highlight, but it's just giving you like a nice iridescent look. And I always run it just above my eyebrow. So I just want to brighten up the corners of my eyes. And I want to try this Frappe in the Dominique, because I think that is going to be amazing. So I just want to brighten this area up right here. Oh yes, that's very pretty. But it's not too much. And I'm going to use that same shade. And I'm going to just highlight under my brow bone, because that other one that I used didn't have a lot of sparkle to it, but that one does. Whoa. Okay, that has some shimmer to it. So another product that I didn't have that I just picked up this morning is like an actual high-end lip liner, because I know that they do have a difference in quality. They do stay on a lot longer. When I tested this one on my hand to swatch it, I couldn't believe how long it stayed on my hand here. So it's going to be staying on for a long time. So the one I picked up is the Clarins lip liner pencil. And this is just in the shade 01 Nude Fair. It just looks like that. So of course, you know, I have to have my nude colors. It's like a pencil, so I will have to sharpen it. But it's a gorgeous shade. It is on the browner side, but it glides on quite nicely. So all I did was I filled in my whole lip area. Now this one I am really excited to try. So this is by Clinique. And this is a dramatically different lipstick. It's a shaping lip color. I'm not sure exactly what that means. And this is called 01 Barely, but I love the packaging. It is so cute. Like, look at that shade. Yeah, so it has one of those centers. I'm not sure what the center is, but I guess we'll find out. Oh, it's so pretty. I don't even want to put it on because it's just, what a beautiful lipstick. Look at that. Oh my goodness. So let's give this a try. Oh, that is so creamy. Wow. And I love the color. Look at that color. That is so pretty. Oh my goodness. But I just love the packaging. It's so cute. When I told you at kind of the beginning of the video that there was one product that I was hoping you'd stay around for, because it actually made me just over the moon when I was in the store. So again, this is another Lise Watier product. I think it was a special edition for Christmas. But this is called a High Shine Lip Gloss. It's so pretty. Looks like that. But just watch. It lights up. Can you see that? Oh my goodness. I thought that was the coolest thing. So I was like, I act like when I was I wanted the tester. So I grabbed the tester, and as soon as I opened it, I was just like, oh my goodness, a light up lip gloss. I love it. So hopefully the formulation is as good as the amusement of the lip gloss. Wand. So I think with this one, I'm just going to dab in the center of my lip. And just kind of tap it in. That kind of gives your lips the illusion that they're a little bit bigger. Oh, it's so pretty. And the sparkles, I love the sparkles. And it smells a little bit like candy. That's great. Love it. So this is the completed look. I am so happy with how this has turned out. Taking a recap of some of the products that I used, just some of the new ones that I tried. I really am liking this primer. I'm going to see how, because primer is supposed to make your makeup last longer throughout the day. Now I am putting my makeup on a little bit later than I usually am. This is kind of like early afternoon for me, just because I was doing a bunch of errands this morning. But I'm really liking this primer. So we'll see how that wears throughout the day. I'll wear it a bunch more times. I think my skin does look more luminous. So hopefully that's because of the primer, I'm hoping. Really liking the bronzer and blush. I think it's a nice shade. Again, what I said about just those peachy tones really suit most people's skin tones. So really liking that. Love this lipstick by Clinique. That is a great shade. I love, love, love the shade. And the lip liner too, I didn't have both of them at the same time because I had bought this Clinique one like months ago. I just have been trying to collect a whole bunch of this stuff because I knew I wanted to do like a high-end video. So, but the Clarins that I just picked up this morning, I'm so glad that the both colors actually blended really well together. So I'm happy about that. I'm absolutely in love and I'm fascinated by this. Oh, I love it. Look at how it lights up. That's so awesome. I think it's so cool. I know the battery will probably run out at some point, but for now it's just keeping me amused. But the biggest thing is this Latte 2 Dominique Cosmetic Palette. I am blown away. And Jess, I can't thank you enough for it. You are such an awesome lady. And I can't just even fathom your generosity. Like, look at this palette, you guys. It is just beautiful. So I'm going to try another look. We'll see how some of these other colors turn out. I do want to try this green. I'm curious to see how this green would look. But hey, we'll give it a try. And then some of these, some of the darker shades, I do want to try those. So I can't wait. I am so excited to try more of these colors, but it's such a beautiful palette. I love the feel of it. It's gorgeous. I can't say enough about it. So Jess, thank you so much. And you can see, like, look at the swatch. I still have the swatches on the back of my hand. Like, they're still there. And I did actually quickly go and wash my hands because I had so much stuff on them, but it hasn't come off yet. So I don't know if that's good or bad. Yeah, and the Clinique foundation, I mean, I've had it, I did a first impression video. That was actually like months and months and months ago. I did a first impression video on this foundation, but I really like it. I think it looks really nice on my skin. You can see, yeah, it is starting to settle a little bit here in my fine lines, but it is what it is. That's always going to happen. Yeah, so I'm happy with everything. That is amazing. I am so happy with how this turned out. So leave me some comments down below if you like this look, if you would like to see some other looks from this Latte 2 palette. I can certainly do that for you. Let me know kind of if you've tried any of these products and kind of what your favorites are. I'd be interested to hear what they are. Don't forget, before you click off this video, make sure that you're subscribed to me so for some upcoming videos. I know I've promised you a skincare video, and I will have a skincare video coming up. I just have had so many different things on the go lately with collaborations and all that sort of stuff. So, but trust me, there is a skincare video coming up. I'm not sure if I'm going to break it up into like an AM or PM. It'll depend. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but yeah, definitely there's going to be a skincare video coming up. So make sure you're subscribed, make sure you hit the notification bell, and that way you know when that skincare video is going to be coming out. And also, don't forget to give this a big thumbs up. As always, everybody, I hope you have a great week and a great life, and I will see you all very soon in my next video. Bye!